All right, well, I see one in here. We're going to wait a few minutes here before we get started because what I'm about to talk about is going to be pretty important. Several different things to talk about. There was a couple things that happened recently, and especially one that I heard of today that kind of really got me fired up and wanted me to do this live. I was going to do this tomorrow on October 1st, but because of what I heard earlier today, I just had to do it today because this is a time that Sheila would have been on a live. Well, maybe not right now, but maybe an hour later, and she told me I could have this spot because she isn't going to take lives. Well, hello there, Maverick. First one here. Good to see you. Yeah, this kind of involves you a little bit, but I mean, a little bit later because I'm going to get to talking about all that later. I'm just going to wait for a few to get on here because of something that I heard today that kind of got me fired up. And I mean, in a sense, it has to do with the gig world, but really, I want to compare it to something else. Well, today I'm off today. I mean, I had last couple days I was at my W2, and it was pretty rough. They're doing a rebuild on one area, so they had to put me in another area, and it's a lot more physical work and a lot more demanding. And that rebuild isn't going to be done till November 3rd. So where I'm at right now, it's going to be a rough month and a half, but you got to get through it. You just got to get through it. Hello, Terry. It's nice to see you. Yeah, I'm just going to wait maybe it's only 4 minutes after, so we'll just wait for some more in here because, like I said, I've got something I kind of got to get off my chest after what I heard today. And there's a couple of other things that I need to mention. And like I said in my, description, that in October I am going to have a giveaway, and I have a challenge of getting 25 plus subscribers. And 25, if I get 25, then I have a giveaway. If I get 50, then I get 2 giveaways, and so on and so forth. So I have a lot of things that I kind of want to give away. There's some merchandise that I want to purchase from you guys. And Maverick, while you're here, I mentioned it to Roy this morning, and I will mention it to you. I've got some requests at my W2 for thermoses, because where I work at, in the wintertime, it gets extremely cold, especially if you have to work in the warehouse. There's no heat in there or anything like that, and we need thermoses for coffee. So that's the line. All right, mister, you're out of here. All right. All right, we got 13 in here. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started because I want to tell you exactly what got me fired up today. What seems to be happening here is when I heard Fran's live the other night, it concerned me when she burst out into tears. And she said something about a betrayal. Now, I don't know exactly what's been going on. I've been kind of out of the loop because, first of all, I went through that 3-week period of going through that flu, and I was out of work for 3 days and stuff, and I haven't really been in the loop because I've gotten some extra hours at my W2, which means I haven't really been dashing that much, except for that 1 week. But So I'm trying to catch up a little bit. I was supposed to go on a vacation, and that didn't happen because of what I went through. So I really haven't been in the loop, but so I really don't know exactly what was going on. Appreciate you getting rid of these trolls, guys, because up until now I never had any, and I appreciate that. But let me go ahead and get started on this. So, like I said, I don't know really what's been going on, but what I'm saying here is, it seems like there's a spirit of division that's trying to come between our gig community. And I'm not really going to go into detail. I'm not really going to go into detail. I mean, I appreciate that, Maverick, and I do. But one thing I am going to say is I respect everybody, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes, because I care about every single person in this community, flawed or not. Because I've been, we all have flaws of some degree. And I respect everyone. That's why I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to give you a scenario that's very similar. Because what I heard today affects not only my state, it affects a team of a state, and it affects a conference that I enjoy watching every January through March. And I'm talking about basketball player Caitlin Clark. Apparently there was an announcement today that she's planning to leave the NBA and go to Europe. I mean, I don't know how much truth that is, but it's a shame that it's come down to that, because she was treated unfairly, because there are those in the league that are jealous of her. And and she has every right to be in the league as much as everyone else. Because like Stallone said in his movie, that if you're willing to battle to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? Nobody has the right to stop you. You have just as much right to be there as anybody. And what right do you have to be jealous of somebody just because a newcomer has come on and maybe they might slightly be better than you when you were a rookie or whatever? There's no reason for anyone to be jealous. You just want to make both of you a better player. And the one thing I'm going to say is that I live in Indiana. And Indiana, when it comes to sports, Indiana is a very hated state. They hate, especially with all the broadcasters and everything else, they hate the Colts, they hate the Pacers, they hate anything that has to do with Indiana. And they do whatever they can to make sure that Indiana doesn't get ahead. And the only time they never got away with that was in 2006 when the Colts won the championship. But nobody likes Indiana sports. Whenever there's commentary about Indiana sports, they talk about what does the other team have to do to beat Indiana. I never hear anything about what can Indiana do to beat that team. No, I hear about the other team, because nobody likes Indiana. And I don't know why. But just because someone is on the scene, hello Sheila, just because someone's on the scene that that was so good in college. And by the way, Caitlin was in the Big Ten Conference, which is my favorite conference. There's no other conference in college basketball better than the Big Ten Conference. I don't care what anyone says. And I always look forward to December through March, because I love watching the Big Ten Conference play, whether it's men, women, or whatever, because Indiana is a part of the Big Ten Conference. I went to IU. And that's another thing too. IU football this year is 5-0 as a start. And there's a lot of critics that are really upset about that. They're upset because IU beat UCLA. They're upset because they're 5-0. They say Indiana's not a team that's supposed to be 5-0. They're supposed to be at the bottom of the list. It's because of hate. It's because of jealousy. It's all because of division, friends. There's division that's trying to get in between us. Because there's jealousy and there's no cooperation. As a matter of fact, last night at my W-2, there was attempted division there too. There was a couple of employees that got into an argument over something really stupid. It's because the morale is low. There's no cooperation. Nobody wants to work. No one wants to do anything. Everybody just wants to pick on someone else. And they think because, well, I'm better than you than this, and I'm going to be this way. It shouldn't be about anyone who's better than anyone. We all need each other. Just because those in the league, if Caitlin is better than those in the league, there's something that she's not good at that those other people are. And if that's the case, that's what you should excel on, is what you're really good at. Because let me tell you, I know that if I was a broadcast announcer, and that was something I always wanted to do, but I never got the chance to do it because I have to have a college degree, and I never had the money to get a college degree. And I wasn't going to, I already had a loan going out from when I was in college the first time. But because my mother got sick with lung cancer, I had to drop out of college. Because when your parents, after they take care of you, you got to take care of them. It's your responsibility. And that's what I did. And yes, I had to give up college. Well, college is really expensive right now. And I'm not going to add on to my loan just to get something that, and I had so many circumstances in my life that to where I couldn't do it. But it's okay. And I'm not, just because I never really got to do it, I'm okay with that. It's always something that I wanted to do. But sometimes it's just, it may not be in the cards. So I can always listen to those who have that kind of talent. And yes, did I wish to do it? Of course I did. But sometimes you got to take a step back if it's not meant for you. But there's no reason for jealousy. There's no reason for backbiting. And I know people are going to say things that they say, whether they mean it or not. Sometimes things are said inadvertently. And what happened just recently is something really innocent. Something really innocent like a fundraiser apparently has tried to cause some division. And there are those that are absent right now, such as Dashing Dink and Nieces, and I give all my regards and love to them because of how great they are in the community, especially Dashing Dink. We missed him on his Friday Night Live last time, but he's going through something right now, and we got to do what we can to build his channel. And then I had to kind of investigate when I heard Fran going into tears, and she mentioned Niecy's name. So I just kind of had to investigate a little bit, and then I saw that she erased all her content, like the Rookie Dasher did. And it kind of made me feel indignant. And Fran said something about betrayal. But like I said, guys, I'm not wanting to step on anyone's toes here. I mean, whatever happened, and I'm one who doesn't get involved in things like that because I don't like the negativity. Negative is something that I try to stay away from. But I just don't like the division that's trying to come into our community. Yes, Sheila, she did. She did. Just like Rookie Dasher did. And hello, Cherokee girl. Nice. Appreciate you enjoying the live stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. Well, you're not a dasher, but still, I appreciate you coming to the live stream. Yeah, I just had to investigate that, Sheila. I mean, I really did. You know the story, Weapon? Well, hello, Mama. Glad to see you. Mama, you have no idea how appreciative we are of what you do for us. And when I give you the shout out, I always say that you are the most important, that you have been one of the greatest connectors in our community. Maverick, I agree, the division shouldn't be happening, especially after the fundraiser. Exactly. There's no room, no place in the gig world for division. There's no place in the sports world for division. There's no place in our entire country for division. None. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. But like I said, Sheila, I'm staying out of it because, let the players deal with it. But all I'm saying is that we got to watch what we say. We got to watch what we do, because we got to stop this division. My slogan, and it will always stay that way. We are all in this together. We're all in this together. It's no different in anything, because, friends, we got a major decision to make November the 5th. But I'm not going into that either. I've just mentioned that. I'm not going into that either. Okay? Because I have other things to talk about. But all I'm saying is there is this division, we got to do what we can to prevent it. We got to do what we can to get everybody back on track. Because I care about each and every one of you, and even though you might have some flaws, I'm going to support you anyway, because that's what my channel does. Everyone has flaws. Everyone, we all may not all agree with some of the things that we say and do. And again, guys, I'm going to say this, okay? 2 spiritual laws. Everything we say and do is recorded at some level. Everything we say and do is recorded. And what you get back is what you send out. It's a spiritual law. Doesn't matter what you believe, you cannot get away from it. What you get back is what you send out. And believe me, and it goes with another one too. We reap what we sow, more than we sow, and later than we sow. So we really got to be careful of the things we say and the things we do. That's why I'm not getting involved in this situation, because I just let things pan out that way. I'm just saying these things right here because I want everyone back on track again. I want everyone to be working together again, because we're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to be a team. We help each other get subscribers. We help each other, with their lives, putting likes on there. And it excites me to see everyone get up there, just like it's excited me big time to see Roy get up to 800 subscribers. Do you have any idea how excited I was to see that? That's what it's all about. When you put a smile on someone else's face and you see others that are happy because of something they accomplished, that's what's important. That's what's important. And that's what I like to see. I want to see laughter. I don't want to see hysterical tears. I don't want to hear of backbiting things or anything of that nature. We're all a team. We're all supposed to be a team. And it's like, yeah, exactly, Mama. If if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Exactly. Exactly. We're a team. We're supposed to be a team. I don't know everybody's situation, but I know of late things have tried to try us in our community. Just like what happened with Three Stacks, what's happened with Dashing Dink right now with what he's going through. You know, the situation with Devious Dasher, unfortunately, having to live in his vehicle. And by the way, friends, there's someone I want to show you here on my other phone, because there's someone that's kind of similar in the situation that Devious is in. And you ought to check her channel out. Let's see. Okay, here. I got a picture here. Let me do that real quick. See if I can find that. All right. Let's see. All right, here. Let me do this real quick. This lady right here, Brooke. Okay? She has a very interesting channel. Okay? And she's been through hell, folks. Been through hell. She's been accused of things that she hasn't done. And she's living out of her vehicle. And she has some kind of a record, she says. And she can't get a job because of that. And she's trying to do, some gig work. She's trying to, survive. I mean, she's just been through a lot. And she can kind of, hello, Grind with Nicole. Hello, Alex. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. But you ought to check out Brooke's channel. And you will see what I mean. She's just been through a lot. She talks about a lot of different topics. But you will feel for her when you hear her story. And she talks about it all the time. It doesn't mean that she's a saint or anything of that nature, because she's done things just like everyone else has. She's been into drugs and things like that, but she says she's been totally sober for a long time, and she's even paying the price because she is sober. And it's a shame to hear her story, but yes, Alex, please do. Please do. Because I feel like there's some kind of connection that could be, just for talking or anything of that nature, because sometimes we all need to talk to one another and hear each other out, especially if we're in a similar situation. Just like I did with the Stardashians and Dashing with John. Dashing with John, he's kind of down right now because he doesn't have a vehicle to go out and dash with. But when he talked about he liked the Dallas Cowboys, and Eric of the Stardashians liked the Dallas Cowboys, well, I thought, well, John, why don't you see about checking out Stardashian's channel, and maybe seeing about maybe doing a live together watching the Cowboys game. So Lisa went on to Eric's channel and told her that I was mentioning Dashing with John, and now we got a possibility. Yes, you may, Mama. Please do. Please do. And now it looks like they're going to be doing do a live dash when the Cowboys are playing, and maybe even doing commentary afterward. This is what I'm talking about, friends. This is what I'm talking about. Connections, cooperation, working together. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what I want to see. Working with each other, making things happen. Yes, friends. Please check out Brooke. Please do. Because the very first live I saw with her, it kind of, I was in kind of sort of that situation in 2013. Because the next thing I was going to mention, and it kind of made me, I really didn't want to say this, right now because of Devious and because of her, because I know there's a lot of people that are in that situation right now, especially with what happened with Helene down there. There are those that are just totally, their homes and stuff destroyed, and they have no place to be. And you got to feel for those people. I just, the second thing that I was going to mention about changes, well, from what I hear, it's going to be a very bad winter. And remember, I did that, that guest city live in Shelbyville. Well, I'm actually going to be moving to Shelbyville because I'm going to get a house there because I'll only be 5 minutes away from my W-2. Instead of having to drive 35, 40 minutes, I'm only going to be 5 minutes away. And I really felt indignant about saying it because of those that don't have homes right now. I mean, in a sense, I kind of feel guilty about saying that. I mean, I really don't want to because I really feel for those people. I was that way in 2013. I know what it's like to not have a home. I know what it's like to not have a car. I know what it's like to be in a shelter where you have no freedom and you just don't know what to do. I was that way. How far is Shelbyville from where you are now? About 35 minutes. But I'm going to be moving there next week because they're doing this rebuild and everything else. And plus that I've gotten some extra hours from the W-2 because when they were doing this rebuild, they let all the temporaries go. And now there's extra hours for the rest of us because of this rebuild, because those who have been there a while. And that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't really been in the loop. It's because I've been doing extra work at my W-2. And so for some of the extra work and the overtime that I've been getting to try to catch up, thank you, Sheila. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. You guys just don't know how much I appreciate all of you. And that's one of the reasons with number 3 that I want to talk about is this giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway in October, late October. Now, I've got 4 videos coming out this week. Maybe this week and next week, depending on how it is with my moving. But there's a challenge that I have. Mom said, don't feel guilty about your own blessing. You lived a time when you were not so blessed. Turn the guilt and paying it forward. Just getting the word out helps so many. Yes, okay. I know, Mama, I know. But I really feel for those people who don't have homes because I was there. I know what it was like. When someone loses a home, especially from a natural disaster, you just got to feel for them. And you want to do what you can to help them. Because this is the time where we got to watch ourselves, guys. We really got to watch ourselves because, Haleen may not be the only, there may be others that are lurking, and we got to be prepared. We got to be prepared for the unexpected. Dink had to go something unexpected. 3 Stacks had to go something unexpected. You don't know what's around the corner. That's why I made my video when I went through that 3 weeks going with the flu. That was something that was unexpected. We got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of each other. That's why we should support one another. Because when the greater resistance happens, we're going to be supportive of one another anyway because of the greater resistance. The greater resistance being anything to do with weather, anything to do with adversaries of other places. We got to be supportive. Mama, I really appreciate you showing Brooks out right now, and I know she's going to appreciate it too. And Mama, would you have Devious take a look at her too? Because I know that they can relate to one another. I mean, if they just, there's a I'm not trying to make anything out of this. All I'm saying is that if he ever wants to, do a live with her or something, I welcome that. But I'm not pushing the issue. I'm just giving a suggestion. That's all I'm doing is just giving a suggestion. Oh, really? Really? Well, that makes me smile even more. I didn't know that he already knew that. Huh. But yes, please, everybody, please check out the channel. All right, let's get back to the giveaway. Okay, here's what the challenge is. Okay? In the month of October, I have a challenge of at least 25 25 plus subscribers. Okay? That's what my goal is at least 25. Then that way I can do the giveaway that I want to do. But the more I get, the more I will give away, because there's lots of things that I would like to give away. I would like to give away, a couple of my books, a couple other books that I have. And, if I get up to 50, there will be a gift card that will also be included in that. So the more I get, the more I'll be able to give away, because it's something I want to do. Giving is something that I've always wanted to do, because it's better to give than to receive. It's the way I was taught. It's the way that I grew up. For Big 3 Dashing, yes, Mama. Yeah, I don't ever use that other channel, really. I don't ever use that other channel. Just Big 3 Dashing. Yeah, 25 more subscribers for Big 3 Dashing. Yes. Yes. Because I need at least 25. The more I get, the more I give away. Because I kind of been stuck in the just a little over 100 for a long time. But in order for everyone to be included in this giveaway, if you were in this live tonight, you will be entered. The next live that I do, you will be entered. Or you must watch one of the 4 videos that I have and comment on them, and you will be included in that giveaway. Now, the giveaway I thought I was going to do like around Halloween, but I have to work on Halloween, so there's no way I can do it then. It'll probably be a couple days before, and if I did it a couple days before Halloween, it's very significant. Because there's someone in the community, and I won't mention it right now, but when that video comes out, you will see why I'm going to choose the 29th. So, but that will be in the 3rd video that I show. I don't know when that's going to come out. I'm probably going to release this one video tomorrow. Since it's October the 1st, I'll probably release that video tomorrow. And then another video probably 2 or 3 days later. And then that 3rd video will probably be on the weekend or the 1st of next week. And that's the video you will see who will get the honorable mention. Because there will be an honorable mention on that day. And today, and I will write on this live here that Dashing Dink and Nieces will be the honorable mentions today. Because we need to send our love and support to them for whatever it is they're going through, especially Dashing Dink. I don't know exactly what happened, Fran does, but whatever it may be, I wish Dink all the best. And when he comes back, I know that he's going to be better than ever, and he's on his way to 1,000. And I'm going to support his channel the best way I can in his absence. Yes, I'm going to support his channel because I like his channel. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be probably purchasing some merchandise from his channel. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet, but I'm going to start purchasing merchandise from these channels, because I want to show how much I support you guys. Because that's what I do. I support each and every one of you with every video I make. I put you guys' names up there because I want you guys to succeed as much as I want to succeed. It's always been that way, and it will continue to be that way. It will not be any different. Because that's what my channel is all about. We're all in this together, and that will never, ever change. Because that's the way I operate. But 25 plus subscribers within October. 25 subscribers will be at least one giveaway. But if I get up to 50, then there will be more. And if I get more than 50, like maybe up to 75, then there will be more to give away. It's just a challenge that I'm going to do. That's 30 days. That's 30 days. Well, actually, not quite 30 days, because if I'm doing it on the 29th, that's like maybe 28 days. But even so, 28 days is 4 weeks of 7, so that's basically 4 weeks. Yes, Mama, Dashing Dink. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do what we can to support his channel during this time, because I know I am. The same with Nieces. The same with those who haven't been in the, like Old Driver, he's going through something right now, so we need to show some support for his channel as well. Because apparently some places that he has is kind of, they're without power, those around him. Yeah, we need to show some support for him too. But for each live that I'm going to do, there will be honorable mentions. And today it's Dashing Dink and Nieces. And the next one that I do, I don't know who it will be then. But the day of the 29th, there will be a big honorable mention, and it'll be someone that you wouldn't expect. But I just have to do it. And you'll understand why I did it. But I just like to give honorable mentions, because everyone deserves an honorable mention. Because if you've accomplished something really well, or you just entertain us beyond belief, for example, Roy Delivery of that 800, you know, that when I was in Shelbyville, I gave him the honorable mention because he deserved it. That's what you're always thoughtful. I was raised that way, Mom. I was raised that way because that's the way my parents were. They didn't want me to be any different than them, because they always told me, you know, what you give for others, you know, what you think about, you know, those of others that are around you, you know, say you treat them with respect and you treat them with honor. Sooner or later, it's going to come back to you. It may not be right away, because I know there's a lot of impatient people who say, well, I did this for someone and, you know, I didn't get anything back right away. It doesn't work like that. It's like sowing a seed. Everything we do it's seed sowing, folks. That's what it is. If you plant a seed right now in the ground, like say you wanted, you know, say like you wanted something like maybe a tomato or you know, some green beans or something, and you just planted that seed right now. Is it going to come right up tomorrow? No. It's going to be several months, but you're still going to get the crop, even if you don't get it right away. Things take time, and a lot of people just don't seem to understand that. There's people at my job that don't seem to understand that. People at my job say, well, I should be, you know, I should be at this level because, you know, because I know how to do this and someone else got it before me. Maybe it's not your time to do it. Just like this job that I'm doing now. I had to wait 5 years to get it. But it's okay. Waiting is the proof of trust. And sometimes if you have to wait, and I know a lot of us don't like waiting, but sometimes waiting will give you the reward. Now there's some things that you know that are pretty stupid to wait for, like let's say you get an order, and you have to wait, you know, it's some kind of money, even though it looks really good. But if you have to wait 25, 30 minutes for that order, is it worth it to do that? No. You can just get rid of that order and make the same amount of money with 3 other orders that could make you the same amount of money. Instead of waiting that 25 minutes, you could be doing 2 or 3 other orders in that particular time and make that same money. There's a time to wait, but there's also a time to not be stupid when it comes to waiting. But in many instances, waiting is the proof of trust. And you know, Roy said something today on his live when he said he wouldn't have his 800 subscribers today or even a channel if it wasn't for one particular gig worker. And he was talking about Dashing Trader. And it proves that all it takes you are one person away. Mama, I appreciate you. You take care of yourself, and yes, you have a blessed night too. And I know because you were here, you were entered in the drawing, so I'll let you know that. Everyone that was here except for the trolls, I know who was here and who wasn't, so your name will be listed. As a matter of fact, I'll be I'm kind of keeping a mental note of who was here, and I will write you down. And also, please spread this around to know that there will be a giveaway in October, and that everyone, you have to either be a part of my next live or watch my next 4 videos and comment. One of them at least. One of them at least. But I've been wanting to do this giveaway for a long time. I just haven't really had the opportunity to because of certain things that I've had to do. Because when I watch these giveaways that you guys have been doing, it kind of motivated me. It just wasn't the right time. But now with October and with me getting ready to do this move and everything, I know that October was the time. Because October is supposed to be harvest and feast month. And perhaps maybe the harvest that I do later in the month, someone's going to get blessed by it, because the more I give away, the more someone's going to get blessed by it, because you can spread the word around. Because spreading the word, and as a matter of fact, Sheila, while you're on here, see, I took the time, you told me to take Monday night, and that's exactly what I did. I did it tonight. I mean, I really wanted to do this tomorrow for it being the first, but because of what I heard about Caitlin today, I had to say something, because I knew today was the day to do it instead of tomorrow, because I was really fired up about what happened with Caitlin, because I just don't think she was treated fairly, and I just compared that to what was going on with us and everything, and I just felt like, there's just no room for jealousy, no room for division in anything. We need to work together and be what we can be. Because when you put someone else down, you're just going to eventually put yourself down. But while you're here, Sheila, I just want to say one thing. I said I want you to keep me posted on your progress with Star. Okay. Caitlin Clark is well, I don't know if she still will be, but she was the shooting guard of the Indiana Fever and also the shooting guard of the Iowa Hawkeyes in the Big Ten before she went to the Indiana Fever. She was the Rookie of the Year, and everyone in the league was jealous of her because they said she didn't fit a certain criteria. Right. She didn't fit a certain criteria, huh? Wrong. She made the league better. She put people in the seats. People don't seem to understand that. Yes. Yeah, I appreciate that. But anyway, I'm going to end this here pretty soon. But I just want to say again, let's give our thanks and our regards to Dashing Dink and to Nieces, and let's try to put these pieces back together. Let's try to get along as a community. Nieces wrote something before she basically disappeared, according to what Fran is. Like I said, I haven't been in the loop because of me doing some extra work at my W-2. And, but like I said, we need to put the pieces together. We need to try to get along as a community again and try to help one another. I know it's so hard to forgive, but I'm going to tell you something. I wouldn't have a book on the shelf right now if I didn't learn to forgive. I wouldn't have wrote that book. I wouldn't have learned the things that I've learned if I didn't learn how to forgive. Because sometimes there's things we got to forgive and we got to move on. It's hard. For a lot of people, it's hard. I know it's hard. It was hard for me because so much happened in my life back then. But I knew that day in March 28th of 2011, it was, said right, smack in my ear. I said, this is the day you get up and you go forgive everything that happened to you in your past. You got to forgive your past. And that's exactly what I did. And then 2 weeks later, I'm sitting in a restaurant writing the first sentence of my book because of what I did on March 28th. Sometimes the simplest of things that you wouldn't even think about, something you don't even want to do, can be the biggest blessing in your life. Because you know what forgiveness does? It releases the pressure off of you. Even if that other person doesn't choose to forgive you, it's on them. Because like I said, we reap what we sow, more than we sow, and later than we sow. And if that person doesn't choose to forgive, it's like it said on my one of my former supervisors at a former job that I have, he would say this: you will be held accountable. It's going to come down on y'all. When you don't forgive, it's going to come down on y'all. Because you will be placed in a position to where you will think about it and you will end up doing it anyway. I think this Hurricane Helene should have sent a message to some people that it's time to evaluate your life. It's time to think about these things of the unexpected. You don't know when the unexpected is, friends. You don't know what's around the road. You got to prepare. I know it's hard to prepare, and everybody gets so wrapped up in the things of their life that they don't even think about things like this. But sometimes you have to think long term. That you have to write things down, and even if it's months or maybe even years later, you still have to write it down, and you still got to prepare for it. Just like this move that I'm doing here in the next week. It took a lot of preparation for me to even think about it. Because I'm seeing all of these reports, especially with this drought that happened. Because I remember the last time that Indiana went through a drought, it was a very bad winter. I'm not one who prophesies or psychic or anything of that nature, because I don't even want to go there. But all I know is from past experience what I've seen. That we've had some mild winters, but I know sooner or later it's going to be payback time. And we need to prepare for that. Just like that one year in Texas, Dallas. They got all that snow. They weren't prepared for that. The unexpected. That's why we got to watch what we say and what we do. Because you don't know when that unexpected is going to happen. You don't know what's around the corner. It hit 3 stacks like a ton of bricks. And I will do what I can to help support his channel too. Everyone, if you're going through something, you're going to be supported. Because no one should feel any kind of devastation. We're in a community to where we are supposed to help one another. We're supposed to work with one another and just, we're all in this together. I just want to emphasize this. We're all in this together. Roy! Hello, Roy. Because you showed up, Roy, you just entered my giveaway. Roy, I'm going to be having a giveaway probably, it looks like October the 29th. So since you showed up, so I've got your name. I'm going to put your name on the list. There will be an honorable mention on the 29th, the day that I do my giveaway. But my goal right now is 25 plus subscribers for the month of October. Nap time. Okay. Yeah. I hope that you had a 200 plus day, Roy. I really do, because you were on a roll there, and I was hoping, because you did that 800 thing, and plus you played that song. It is. Wow. Wow, Sheila. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do a double honorable mention too. Okay. Well, that's nice to know. It's amazing when certain dates and everything come up. You just, especially when you meet people in the gig community, you just don't know what kind of similarities there are. But I'll keep that in mind. Wow. Wow. Huh. Okay, so October 29th, we'll have a double honorary mention here then. But yeah, but like I said, but Roy, I was mentioning that though there will be a giveaway on the 29th, I said the more subscribers, you'll be 39 again. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough getting old, Sheila. It really is. I'm going to be 58 in a few months, so hey. A lot of people say, well, you don't even look anywhere near 58. Yeah, but I am. It's all good. And another thing, too, in December, my daughter is going to turn 30. So there will be a special live on that day when my daughter turns 30. So, but that's not going to be until mid-December, December the 15th. So that's when my daughter turns 30. And 30 is a milestone. It's hard to believe that, that your daughter is, was just being born, and then all of a sudden you snap your fingers 30 years later and she's 30 years old. Huh. Wow. You got 8 years on me? Well, you don't look anywhere near it, Sheila. You don't look anywhere near it. And and when Fran was saying, someone said that she looked 47, it's like, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that kind of surprised me. But anyway, you want a birthday like Roy. Oh, Roy. But that was just so fun with you with that 800 with your 800, Roy. I mean, we're going to get you up to 1,000 here very shortly. I mean, everyone just loves your everyone starts loving your channel. Try having a daughter 39 and 36. Well, I can only imagine. But my daughter was a complete handful growing up. She really was. But to think that she's going to be 30, and I have a 6-year-old grandson who's well, kind of going through a little autism stage. So she's kind of had her hands full with that, and it's pretty rough. And but anyway. Hello there. I don't know how you say your name there. I said, we're from Indiana. From Indiana. But anyway, I'm going to end this here pretty shortly because I'm getting up to an hour, and I know that a lot of you got some things that you got to do. But anyway, just wanted to get on here. And Slovakia. Oh, okay. Welcome from Slovakia. Nice to see you. But anyway, let's do this. I'll keep you posted on when I get ready when I do my move next week. And the big three is basically there's going to be one area that's, because I'm moving, there's going to be one town that's going to kind of be it's kind of going to be out of the loop, and that's going to be Columbus. So and probably Edinburgh's going to be out of the loop too, but it'll still be big three. It'll still be three cities. Franklin will still be a part of it, but it will be Franklin, Shelbyville, and most likely I'll have to take you up there as a guest city so that you can see it. It'll probably be this weekend. And that will be the city of Greenfield. So I will be going to Greenfield either Saturday or Sunday of this week so that you can see it. It'll be a guest city for now, but it'll probably be part of the big three since Edinburgh and Columbus will no longer be a part of the big three. So if later on there's someone who has Columbus and that's just a dot on a map, Josh, you can have Columbus back. Yep. You can have your Columbus back. I had you as a team leader of Columbus anyway, but Columbus is yours again, so you got total control of it. So, Josh, if you're going to be watching in the future, yeah, you'll have your Columbus back. Because now it'll be Franklin and Shelbyville and Greenfield. That will be, and there are some other cities that are just down from where Shelbyville is too. That there will be a lot more guest cities in October and November as well before the weather gets bad. So you will see other guest cities during this time. So it'll be good to get on the road. It'll be good to show you other places besides the main three that I've been. You'll get to see what Shelbyville's like and see what Greenfield's like, and then the other cities that I will bring into the picture. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys because I know you have things to do. I know that you have families and it's dinner time and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to end this right now. So I have kept track of who was on the live tonight. So your name will be entered in the drawing for October the 29th. At least that's the tentative date that we're going to do this, because it's a very big, important date. Now that I know that it's Sheila's birthday, it'll make it even more important that we do it on that day. And Roy, thank you. I said, you have a good one too, and I will still be watching you, Roy, because we love watching your you're welcome, Sheila. So we love watching your lives, Roy. And I will be dashing tomorrow morning real early. So if you get on the road tomorrow, Roy, real early, I'll be there with you, because I'm usually dashing sometimes 5 in the morning to 6 in the morning, depending on where I'm at. And it'll probably be Franklin is where I'll be. So, because that's where I usually go on in the early part of the week. You might just be on. Okay, well, I'll be looking for you because I'll be dashing with you. Yeah. Because I'm going to be moving on up just like you. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, take care, y'all. And I will, the next live I will be, just look out for my video coming out tomorrow. Look out for another video coming out probably within, maybe by Thursday or Friday. And then the third video will be the one where you will see who my, up to the east side. Yeah, I will be moving east. Kind of northeast, but yeah, being in front of the grill. But yeah, I am going to be moving a little east. All right, take care, everyone, and I will see you in the future. And remember, we're all in this together.